Hey everyone, Trina here. Today we're going to be working in my concertina sketchbook, but first we're going to do some drawing with charcoal, and then we're going to use a Gelli plate to transfer that to the sketchbook. So let's get started. Here I've got my charcoal pencil from Generals. This is pretty old. I don't know how long I've had this. But we're just going to start by drawing some landscapey lines. This is a technique that I learned from watching Mr. Yeates over at Yeates Makes, and I'll leave that his link above. This is just another piece of charcoal that's a little bit more square. I just kind of want to make some fun landscapey marks. This is going to be the basis for our work today. And I've tried this a few times in practice and it worked pretty well. This is just an extra soft pit charcoal pencil. Let's see what we can get here. I don't know if these are going to work as well. I didn't test them out, but we'll see. I have a feeling that I need to be using, as you can see, I'm really obsessed with those sort of long marks. I'm going to go back in. This is another piece of charcoal that I had. It's a little softer. Oh, actually, it's not that soft. Just to give us some different marks. And I think this is my favorite. This says hard on it. I like what I've got up there. I don't want to make it too complicated because we are going to go back in and paint over this. Okay, so here I have my Gelli plate, and I'm just going to, actually before I do that, I think I want to add some more. I don't like what's going on here. I'm going to add some more into this. Some really good black marks. Okay. I feel like that's better. Okay. So we're going to take this. Oh, so messy. Charcoal is very messy. And we're going to lay it onto our Gelli plate. Press down. Get our brayer out. And this is going to transfer, hopefully, this to the Gelli plate. Let's see what we get. It's a pretty good transfer. Just like I thought, the black pencil marks didn't transfer as well, but we're going to go with this. So I've got my sketchbook out, and then we're going to put some matte medium onto here. You can use regular paint, but I kind of want this to be clear. Don't need a lot. I'm just going to brayer that out. I want to see how this works. Hopefully we get a good transfer to work with. Oh, out of the way a little bit. You want it pretty light. You don't want it too heavy. I tried it with paint, and I think I was just getting too much paint on there. I didn't like the effect, but that's something to think about. Okay, so now we're going to take this, grab this, and we're just going to put it right there. Probably should have used my bigger plate. And you can see how this works, because I had some pretty good success with it earlier. Because I can't brayer it. I mean, I guess I could, let's do this. I could turn it over. Let's see what we're doing. Oh, I think we're gonna be okay. Okay, so, and there we have it. Pretty neat. I mean, I've got some, my plate was really dirty, so if you have a cleaner plate than I do, this is probably going to work out a little better for you. But let's get to work on some new adding to this and making it special. So the first thing I want to do is add to these marks a little bit with the pencil. I think that if I would use more of that charcoal, the dark, softer charcoal, it would have come out better, but I think this is pretty good to start. I kind of just want to extend this out to our page. It's kind of janky. So I put out some bleached titanium. I'm just going to roll her over this. And that's not quite enough. Let's do, maybe I'll just use a palette knife. I don't like the messiness of that up there. So I'm just going to spray her over it. Something under my paper. It's definitely messy. I think I'm going to go in with a brush with a little bit of water. Kind of smooth this out a little bit. Get some energy back in there. And this is the Reeves BFK that I'm working on today, my concertina book. And I'm going to let that dry. So I'm going to add in some white up here. I didn't really like all of that yellow. So we're just going to add some white in there and some down here as well. This is a little bit more painterly than I normally paint. Might need some Payne's Gray up there. Okay, so let's add in a bit of Payne's Gray through here. Maybe down here. A bit more down here. There we go. So I've painted some of the parchment color here. I'm going to add in some marks through here. Real subtle ones to kind of bring this together. I'm probably going to add some more blue ones too. Right now though, that didn't really work out like I thought it would. Oh, that's better. Here's another piece of cardboard I'm going to try to use. I'm going to add some Payne's Gray to that. Okay, let's put this. I'm going to put it right here. Let's see what we get. Oh, that's different. Not sure if I'm loving it. I'll come in here down at the bottom with some Payne's Gray. I think we need some solid shapes to kind of settle this down a little bit. It's getting a little away from me. I'm kind of liking just these two colors for now with the black and white. I feel like it has some good energy going. I really like what's going on there. Maybe we can continue these lines. Too messy? Maybe. Maybe. We're going to go in with this Caran d'Ache English Red. And start making some marks through here. I think some of these more. I've been looking at Van Gogh drawings lately and just how he utilizes marks in his work. Not that I'm trying to be Van Gogh, but if you haven't checked out some of Van Gogh's drawings, they're really interesting. Let's go back in with the ochre. I think I want to add a little bit of the Sahara yellow in to kind of lighten up some areas and to mimic what we've got going there. So not a lot. I just kind of want to add in maybe over this part right here. Bring back some of those lines that I lost. I'm liking that. I'm liking this over the blue. I like it because it kind of mimics it a little bit. I think we need some up here. Maybe through here. Ooh, I like it with that red too. Kind of makes it like a pinky color, and a pastel peachy color. Feel like I want a little bit more of these lines over here. This is the Caran d'Ache Umber. I'm going to go through here. I kind of want this to be a little darker. I pretty much covered up all of that stuff that we started with, but that's okay. Sometimes it's just getting started. And it's okay to cover things up because you never know what you're going to get, right? At least I don't. It's more fun this way to not plan and to just make things and play and see where that play leads you. Time for my favorite color, the Nico Azagold. If you are wanting to get this, you should get it quickly. It is being discontinued. So I just ordered 4 more bottles of it because I can't live without it. So just a heads up. I think I want it to be, let's just start here. A little swatch of it, get our brush out. I'm just kind of make a swoosh. Oh, God, it's just so good. I just don't know how one color can make that much of an impact on a piece. It's just, amazing to me. I love it as a glaze. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that this is my jam. Okay. What are we thinking? Feels very sunsetty to me. So I think I want to just go back in with some pencil lines. Because you can never have too many pencil lines. I don't want too many. I want them to be pretty light. Like you can see them, but you can't see them. And then I think we need some black. With the Derwent Inktense black. And I want to make some pretty bold marks through here. It just needs, and you can wet those down too so that they really get in there. Might need actually no, I'm going to stick with the pencil. I don't want to get too crazy. There we go. Ooh, that's a nice black line right there. And I think we need it mixes weird with the Caran d'Ache. That's weird. Never had that happen before. I want some pretty bold marks through here. Might be getting out of control, but some sketchy marks. And then maybe black right there. I might need yeah, that really makes that white pop out. Okay. So here's a closer look up at what we did. I like these I like the painterliness of this, and then the sort of hard lines down here. Love this section here. I love how this blue is over the yellow in both the paint and the Caran d'Ache. Of course, I love this area. I love how the color just sweeps through there, like almost like a sunset. I don't know what we've got going on here, but I kind of like it. I actually kind of like how this turned out over here. Oh, what did I do there? I'm scraping away. Maybe some scrapies. But yeah, I think this works for me. I'm going to keep trying that technique. And I think I need some different charcoal. I think that's the problem. Or maybe even a new Gelli Plate, because my Gelli Plate's not that sticky. But thanks for watching. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And check out the video to the left for another cool, fun video that I made. Have a good day. Bye.